After 7 years of flight, after traveling 1 billion miles from Earth, the human spacecraft Cassini reached Saturn. Cassini was about the size of a school bus. Thick, multi-layer insulation blankets covered most of the craft's structure and radiation-hardened equipment. The blanket's outermost layer was translucent amber-colored Kevlar, with shiny aluminum beneath. The two layers together made it look as if the spacecraft had been sewn into gold. But Cassini looked its age. The blankets were yellowed and showed pits and scars from micrometeorite impacts. The brave red, white, and blue flags and logos of the U.S., NASA, ESA, and the contributing European countries, fixed as decals on the insulation, had faded badly in the years since launch. Cassini's close approach to the sun, with the intense heat and solar wind there, had done most of the damage. A fat pie dish shape, 10 feet across, clung to the side of the Cassini stack, so that the craft looked like a robot warrior going to battle, clutching a shield. In fact, the shield was a combined aero shield and heat shield for a separate spacecraft called Huygens, which was designed to land on Saturn's largest moon, Titan. The results Huygens gathered would serve as ground truth, confirmation and calibration for the more extensive orbital surveys Cassini would perform of the moon. Now Cassini reached a point in space almost 4 million miles from Saturn's cloud tops. From here, the planet looked the size of a 1/4-inch ball bearing, held at arm's length. Spinning in just 10 hours, the planet was visibly flattened. A telescope might have shown its yellowish cloud tops, with their streaky shading and complex anticyclonally rotating cloud systems. The sun was off to the right, with its close cluster of inner planets, so Saturn, seen from the probe, was half in shadow. The ring system, tight around the planet, was almost edge-on to the spacecraft, all but invisible, and it cast sharp shadows on the cloud tops. Titan, the largest of the moons, orbiting 20 Saturn radii from its parent, was a reddish-orange pinprick, well outside the ring system. Titan appeared to lie directly ahead of the spacecraft. It was time. Pyrotechnic bolts fired silently, releasing puffs of vapor that immediately crystallized and dispersed. 3 springs pushed Huygens away from Cassini, and a curved track and roller made the release probe spin at 7 revolutions per minute. The path of Huygens and its parent probe diverged at 0.5 mile per hour. 2 days after the release, with the two craft about 30 miles apart, each clearly visible from the other as a bright, complex star, Cassini fired its main engine once more to deflect its orbit. Now Cassini and Huygens parted more rapidly. Cassini's nominal mission was a 4-year orbital tour of the Saturn system. Its objectives were to study Saturn's atmosphere, the atmosphere and surface of Titan, the smaller icy satellites, the rings, and the structure and physical dynamics of the magnetosphere. And while Cassini flew on, Huygens, dormant, unpowered, a mere 10 feet across, spinning slowly for stability, fell directly towards the burnt orange face of Titan. It was November 6th, 2004.